Galnet News Digest, 4th of June 3310. We read the news so you don't have to. In this week's news, Winters is still coming. We wonder if we'll get a community goal in 3310, and we ask the most important question: is salvation really dead?
President-elect Felicia Winters continues to wait to become president, a whole year after the election should have been held. Meanwhile, Fat Toad Hudson continues as president 11 years after he was elected. The election was due to be held in June last year, the 10th anniversary of President Hudson winning the race to replace the missing believed dead President Jasmina Halsey, who now lives in the Alliance as an advisor to Prime Minister Edmund Mahon, which some might consider to be missing presumed dead. After Hudson failed to change the law to allow him to serve another term, he moved the election back to the 16th of October, ostensibly because of the Thargoid War. Even after Winters won the popular vote, the handover of power was repeatedly delayed, most recently on the 21st of February, this time by Winters herself, who wanted to focus on the relief effort after the terrible earthquake on Ria 3. The relief effort is presumably ongoing because Hudson remains stubbornly in charge of the Federation. Likewise, in the Empire, Senator Zemina Torval's return to politics seems to have stalled, and the Emperor's gravely ill mother presumably remains on life support. It's almost as if all these threads were waiting for some sort of big new development in how politics works in the galaxy.
What the galaxy needs now is a good CG. A community goal is an opportunity for commanders to get together in what would otherwise be an intimidatingly huge galaxy to meet up and work together for a common cause and some free cosmetics. There were no community goals in May, with the last coordinated community effort to help Achilles reverse engineer the Thargoid Titan technology that underlies the Supercruise overcharge. Likewise, there were no community goals in March, with the supply drying up in late February, just after the Aegis research initiative that led to the development of the shielded Titan-destroying nanite torpedoes. After a gap of a month and no imminent prospect of another Titan being destroyed, surely it is time for the next CG. Perhaps we could help the superpowers research political science and interior decorating in preparation for Power Play 2.0.
Is salvation really dead? On the basis that we've heard nothing from him for quite some time, and there's no hint of Azimuth planning something really terrible, probably yes.
And that's this week's Galnet News. Galnet News. We would read the news, if there was any, so you wouldn't have to.